He's the leader of the village, the leader of his people, and he's the first one to agree to have a commercial scale solar field among the Bedouin population. We always believed in the Arava Power Company that if there's going to be solar power in the south of Israel, then all the citizens of the south should benefit. And that's a way of saying not only the Jewish citizens. And what we needed to do is find the innovator, find the risk taker from a very conservative community, very closed community. Biachad, brother. He saw in this relationship an opportunity to lift his entire village. We've had to fight the government.
Things are now somehow stopped on the government level that we have every opportunity to believe that we are going to untangle.
There are a couple of bureaucrats who didn't recognize his legitimate land rights. He put together the plan and got him the first license in the history of the state of Israel for a Bedouin. And if there's going to be Bedouin solar fields in the future, it'll all depend on if Yosef Abramowitz field gets built. You show me an injustice, and I go right back into my anti-apartheid activism mode, and we're going to win. BU actually turned out to be the hotbed in the greater Boston area for the anti-apartheid movement. This is the beginning. This is where it started. The first organizing meeting actually happened in the rabbi's study.
He came to me saying, "What's anyone at BU doing about apartheid? I'm not aware of anybody doing anything." He got increasingly more agitated by the fact that he was talking to himself.
I used to love standing up over here with a megaphone and just belting it out. It was awesome.
He transformed the campus. Everybody got hot on this issue, and he is essentially fearless. If a principled issue needs to be addressed, does not look right, does not look left, looks ahead and just goes. Don't cross the street with him.
Yosef got into a lot of trouble in college. Our earliest sort of, I don't want to call them dates, were, sitting in his dorm room and making signs, and the campus police coming to the door to arrest him. And
I was on a hunger strike at the time. It got a lot of attention, and there was a lot of backlash against the university.
They threatened to throw him out of school, started proceedings.
I honed my activist skills here and became quite audacious.
And he got pro bono lawyers from Boston, and the whole thing went to court, and he won.
And the fact that we won, means you're ready for the next battle. You can do something even greater.
His parents, and I'm saying this in the best sense, are flower children.
We're standing in front of Spanish House, which was our urban hippie commune.
And they're really 1960s hippies.
A lot of plants inside, not all of them legal.
He came out of that culture, a very, very idealistic culture.
And it was a hotbed of activism, fighting for good causes. It gave me the DNA to really have no fear in almost anything else that I do. I was just raised in a way that exposed me so early to the sense of obligation and empowerment. My dad was on the mall with Martin Luther King for I Have a Dream speech, and my mother, we grew up in the anti-nuclear energy activists.
We were planning a civil disobedience at Seabrook. I figured it certainly would not harm them for them to have the training.
I learned through the Clamshell Alliance how not to be afraid of attack dogs, water cannons, arrest, tear gas.
Was Yosef a troublemaker? Of course, that's part of the fun of being a social justice advocate. Wherever he found an issue that spoke to his heart and saw an opportunity for his making a difference, he just jumped in.
If anyone can, Yosef can.
He's never let me down. He's never let me down.
These were inspiring grown-ups who were trying to do something momentous, and I got swept up into that, and I guess I'm still drinking the Kool-Aid. I can't believe it. I'm so excited.